wrapper classes. In last video, I told about the vector class. In that vector class, I can collect only the object data type. It never handle the primitive data types. Like that vector, there are so many other classes are there. They are only dealing with the objects, not with the primitive data types. But the primitive data types have some advantages. That is, its execution speed is higher than the objects. So we need the primitive data types in our program. But some of the objects like vector can handle only the object data type. It cannot handle the primitive data type. So to use that primitive data type in our program, we have to convert that primitive data type into object data type. That can be done by a class called as wrapper classes. For each primitive data type, there is a separate class that is called as separate wrapper class is available. Now this table shows some of the wrapper classes for the primitive data types. Wrapper classes are easy to remember. If you know the simple data type or primitive data types, wrapper class name is almost same as your primitive data types. See here, Boolean is actually a wrapper class name is Boolean. Only the first character is capitalized here. The remaining characters are almost same except char and int. If you go to Boolean, here also Boolean with the first character is capitalized. If you go to character here, char, it is nothing but character here. Double means double here. Float, float. Int is actually converted here to integer. First character is I, capital I. Then long, long. Now these are the wrapper classes to this simple type. Now I have to convert this primitive data type to wrapper class if I want to give input to the vector or other classes. Now how to convert primitive data type into wrapper object? For converting primitive numbers to object number using constructor methods. If I want to convert some numbers, you have some numbers like integer, float, double, long. Now I have to convert that into wrapper objects. In that case, I have to use these wrapper class constructors. Now, if I want to convert int type to integer type, then I have to use a constructor called as integer. And I have to pass here primitive data type, integer type. Now it will convert the int type to integer type. Int value is a object of integer type. Now I can give this integer value, int value to a vector class. Now in similar way, I can create float, double as well as long. Only the parameter you have to specify is a particular type. Here I have to specify in float, I have to specify the float value, primitive float value as the input. To double constructor, I have to use the double primitive type parameter. Long, I have to use long as the parameter. Next method is I used here is called as type value. If you want to convert the object number to primitive numbers, then I have to use the type value. Now you already converted the primitive data type into wrapper objects. Now I have to convert that back into primitive data type. Object type into primitive data type. That can be done by method called as type value. The type means the data type to which I have to convert here. For example, if I want to convert a number into int type, an integer value into int type, then I have to mention here int value. And this int value can be given with integer object. Int value is a a wrapper class object, integer object. In that one, dot int value. Now what it will do? It will convert that integer value to int type, primitive data type. Remember, if you want to convert primitive data type to integer type, I have to use constructor here, integer constructor. If I want to convert integer type to int type, that is primitive data types, I have to use type value. Type means here int value. In similar way, I can use float value, long value, and double value. The object name should be proper here. The object name should be given a proper data type. Here it's a float value, long value, and double value. Okay, the meaning here is I cannot use int value dot float value here. Okay, because the data type is different here. Int value cannot have a float value method. Next method I have used here called as toString. What is the use of this toString? It will convert the primitive data type int to string. We are converting numbers to strings. That is done by toString method. Now I am using here integer wrapper class and method called as toString. In parameter I have passed integer primitive type integer value. Now it is convert the int type to string type. Okay, here actually it is converting 1 is converted into integer 1. In similar way, it will convert the float type to string type. Okay, double type to string type, long type to string type. Now toString will convert primitive data type into string data type. Next method is called as value of. In value of use is converting the string object to numeric objects using the static method. This is a static method I have used. I have a one string here, and the string I have to convert back to object. Okay, numeric object. That can be done by value of. All here V is small here and O is capital. All methods V small here, O capital. Value of V small, O capital. I have written the wrong method here. V small, O capital. Value of. What this method will do? It will convert string number into object, numeric object. That is done by value of method. Convert string to double object. Convert string to integer object. Like that one. Okay. Next method is converting numeric string to primitive numbers using parsing methods. I have to convert numeric string to primitive numbers. If I have already given some string like 1, 2, 3, actually it is a string. Okay, so I put it some double quote here. I put some double quote, that means it's a string. Now I convert back into number here, that is 1, 2, 3. Now I have to convert string type to number type here. That can be done by these two methods here. Now if the string is given here, it is converted into integer type, primitive data type int. That can be done by a method called as parseInt. Integer wrapper class has one method called as parseInt. What it will do? It will convert string type to primitive int. In similar way, I can convert the long type into here primitive long. Here the string type is converted into primitive long using parseLong method. There is no any method for floating value or double value. just like parse float, parse double. Such type of method is not available. We are using some other techniques to convert string to float. String to integer type of method is used whenever you read some data from text box. It is in the form of string and you have to perform some calculations on that number. Then you have to use parseInt. I will show you the demo here in the next video. Now, one important point here to remember, whenever you are converting string type to object type or string type to primitive data type, the string should contain only the digits, numbers. It never contains other character than 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 9 or some special symbol here like dot. But it never contains any other additional characters. Otherwise, it may give some exception or error that you have learned in the next example video.